To be able to record, stream, and capture video game footage, there's a few things that you're going to need. A computer, of course, a webcam so people can see you, a microphone so people can hear you, and then also you need some sort of video recording device, a capture card or a capture device. So that way, like you can see my Nintendo Switch here, that gets imported into your computer. Well, the boys over at the Behar Bros recently sent us this. This is their Prodigy 1080p capture device, and what it allows you to do is connect an HDMI in, give you an HDMI out for pass-through, connects to your computer via a USB-C cable, and allows you to go ahead and record, stream, and upload video content from a number of different sources. The best thing about this, where a lot of capture devices are several $100s, this is under $75. This could be a game changer when it comes to recording your game footage. Let's take a closer look. So here we have the Prodigy on the bench. Pretty simple and straightforward. On this side here, you do have a USB-C input for your power and also what connects to your PC. And then you have your HDMI in, HDMI out on this end here as well. Has a plexiglass case, very similar to like what the Zedusa had. And then you do have a microphone input and a headphone output if you want to go ahead and route audio directly in and out of here for your own voice capture. I do want to take a 2.5mm Allen wrench, just open up the case here and take a closer look, because I know that there were some people that were critical of the Zedusa and the solder joints, and just want to give you all a look and see how these look. I will say some of these screws kind of loose, so I would say if you have a 2mm or a 2.5mm Allen wrench, I would go ahead and tighten everything down once you get yours, if you do pick one of these up. Taking a look here at the board, like, I have no issue with these solder joints. These all look pretty clean to me. I mean, the HDMI connectors look like they're on the board well. All the components look like they're soldered well. So the 4 screws and retainer nuts off here, you can see the back of the board. There's really nothing you can see. I mean, the solder pads come through here. These all look good. It does have like a dielectric or a covering on the underside here, so you can't really see what's going on. But I mean, overall, for those who may have had issues or concerns about the way that the board was soldered on the Zedusa, this looks like it's in really good condition and really good shape, and quite honestly, I have no concerns at all. So we're gonna button everything back up here. We're gonna connect up to our computer, and what do you say we play some games? So we're gonna start off with the Nintendo Switch. We're gonna play some Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. So you can see everything playing behind me. I actually have my 27-inch Samsung gaming monitor here that I am playing on. So let us see how it looks. Everything sounds good. Again, I've been doing some streaming, some capturing with this before now, so my expectations are pretty high, actually. And, I mean, granted, the Nintendo Switch, not the most... Oh, I should have waited to get that turtle, but... you know, the Nintendo Switch, not the highest resolution system out there, but it is something that, you know, being 1080p, it does... Ron, you know, it is going to be something... Not that it's more demanding. Oh, I thought I could jump over that. Not that it's more demanding, but it's one of those things that it does... you know, have a higher output than, like, say, a retro system or a clone system or one of the mini consoles that are out here. All right, as we are making our way. The nice thing, too, is I'm not feeling like any additional lag or delay by using this, and that's just on the pass-through side of things. I think they've done a good job making sure that everything... you know, works as it should. That basically it's not damaging the signal, it's not interrupting the signal, it's just interpreting and recording the signal for you. All right, so this is working very, very well. Let's we're gonna go home. We're gonna try some Ya Ya Beebus too from our good buddy John Riggs, just to show you what a new old game looks like through the Switch. Can we zap the enemies in 45 seconds? I think we can. But can we do it without dying? John's done some really fun things with this too, where he's incorporated like the Konami code in the past, where he could play as himself or his wife Michelle. There's one version where, or one cheat that he's thrown in here where basically you're John with a soldering iron, which I think is pretty funny. Works just fine with that. Try one more. What do we want to try here? And jumping into the N64 Online for just a moment. One of the best games on the platform. J, 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 J. One of the reasons I love this game is because Jay from Square Pegs hates the theme song so much. I mean, I think, again, I'm looking at the pass-through. We'll have to see how the how everything looks later on when I do the edits, and I will probably have something for you right down here as far as what I think it looks like during the edits. But I think this looks really, really good here during at least the live gameplay. And the best thing too is, like I mentioned, the lag, delay, the latency is really non-existent. You know, I'm liking what I'm feeling here as I play. I'm not feeling anything as far as any negative gameplay aspects, which, I mean, that's what you want. You don't want a recording device to make it feel like, man, why are my button presses off? Why is this not looking right? Why is this not playing like it should be? After about a 5-minute update, because, again, we are on the Xbox, so there's always updates. It's one of the frustrating things. Like, I don't want to have to update. If I just want to play, just let me frickin' play. Anyways, here's TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Oh no! Well, that didn't take me long to get hit and take damage. So this is just such a great game, and I think they've done an amazing job with it. Oh, he tried to sneak up behind me. Did you see that? And that dude did sneak up behind me. Again, I'm feeling no lag, no delays, no issues here with the overall, you know, gameplay. I'm just not very good at beat 'em ups, or got those guys. I love the fact that the Foot Clan soldiers there are playing Game Boys. Even on an Xbox, the fact that they're playing Game Boys is pretty awesome. So that's looking great. Let me dive into something a little bit more. All right, so let's dive into Lego Star Wars here. I'd say overall, this is looking exactly as it should. Again, you know, we'll see more when I get to the editing side of things, but I mean, the audio is coming through well. So, in essence, basically what I'm saying is the pass-through is definitely doing, you know, what it should be. Got him. He's heating up. He's on fire. Yeah, I'd say current gen with the Xbox One S and the Switch. Well, I guess Xbox would be, the One S would be last gen, wouldn't it? But the Switch, you know, everything is looking and playing exactly like it should be, and that's a good thing. Let's check out some Punch-Out on technically the NES, but this is my Famicom version using a 60 to 72 pin adapter. I think this looks great. Why is Glass Joe's eye way the hell up there, though? Look at his left eye. All right, let's go ahead and see. Duck and everything works. I think this looks beautiful myself. So as you can see, PlayStation 3 is working. Now, I'm going to throw a caveat on there. I do have an HDMI splitter in between the Prodigy and my monitor and my TV and everything to strip out any HDCP issues. I've had to power cycle it a couple of times to get it to work. So I won't automatically say, absolutely, it works, but it's working with that work around, shall we say. What do we want to play? How about some Simpsons the Arcade Game Trial? Because, I mean, we've got it behind us. I hate the fact that I missed out on this, and I can't go back and buy it. This is why digital only sucks.
Homer.
Woohoo! So I'm going to have the game volume turned down quite a bit on this just because I don't want to get a content ID match or any issues there. So just so you know. Now, it does look a little bit different than my arcade 1-up that I have. If anything, the pixels look a little bit more square. Oh! Oh! Take that, fat man! I realize that's coming from me being a fat man attacking a fat man. Yeah, PS3 working well so far. Let's try one other game real quick. So another reason why I hate digital-only games, I want to go and play NFL Blitz, which I paid for, and yeah, it said that the content was no longer available, that it was expired. So yeah, so much for that. I bought it. No, I didn't buy it. It's an extended rental. Such horse pucky, shall we say. Also, I didn't realize that this game was put out in 2008, and it still looks great. And for those who are unfamiliar, this is Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty. And this was, I believe this is a DLC-only game, so I don't think I've got any weapons. The other thing, too, so I'm having to use the stock DualShock 3 controller. This thing feels so much smaller than what I remember. And I liked this controller. I honestly did. Beautiful thing, too, you can see it. And I'm going to actually bump up the audio a little bit here, and hopefully you can hear just how good this looks and sounds. 2008. Insomniac just knows how to put together a terrific, terrific game. So we showed you the Xbox One S. Let's try the PlayStation 4 and see how this looks. It's weird going back to the DualSense 4 controller, and I've got it plugged in and charging because I forgot to charge it ahead of time. Coming from the DualSense controller to the DualShock 4, I think I called this the DualSense, the DualShock. Wow, this is such a tiny controller. It's weird. Wow, it's been a while since I have played the PS4 version of this, and yeah, this is different. It's just a different look. I mean, granted, the cars look differently now, too. The DRS is open. That's the drag reduction system. So what do I think of the Prodigy capture device? First and foremost, love the fact that I way broke early there. Love the price point. The fact that you can get a quality put-together device at this low of a price is just phenomenal, and I absolutely love it. The fact that it does have the built-in microphone and earpiece jacks on it doesn't do anything for me because I record directly into my computer using separate devices, so not a necessity. I would like to see, if they could do a dumbed-down version of this that omitted those just to save a couple bucks. I think the picture quality is phenomenal. I love I love what I've been able to get out of this from a content standpoint. Way too deep there. It's got a small footprint, which it'll fit on my desk without any problems. It's USB-C versus USB micro. I am hoping that we are past the days of micro USB, that we are forever in USB-C moving forward, and whatever eventually replaces that. Definitely something that I'm glad to see more and more manufacturers embrace. Overall build quality seems good. I know that for the Zadusa, there were some people that took the Behar Bros to task, saying that the solder joints and whatnot were not very good. These seem to be just fine. And the construction seems good as well. Yeah, I mean, the major thing is if you want 4K, this doesn't do it. But then again, they don't advertise it as doing 4K. This is a 1080p capture device, and it does that very, very well. I am very happy with it, and I don't know. I don't know that I will switch back to my other capture device anytime soon. I mean, I've been using this pretty much nonstop since I've gotten it. The one thing I do wish that it had, and I understand this would increase cost, is some sort of onboard recording via an SD or micro SD card, better line through there. So that way I could record locally on the unit just by providing power to it. I understand that that could possibly increase cost. If I don't have to use my computer, I would rather not. But with me, what I've been doing so much lately has been recording. Forgot to put on the DRS there. I've been recording directly into my computer anyways versus recording footage and then superimposing my ugly face using my webcam or my Canon DSLR. So for me, this is a terrific all-in-one solution. So I have to admit, I have been extremely impressed with the Prodigy capture device from the Behar Bros. It just works, and that is what I need it to do. Like, it is only 1080p. Granted, I will give you that. But I only stream in 1080p. I only capture in 1080p unless, like our upcoming video that we have showing the RetroTink 4K. I do have a 4K capture device for that. But if you're going 4K, you need a whole lot more bandwidth. It takes a whole lot more storage if you're going to record on your device. And for the average person, 1080p is more than sufficient. This seems to be well put together, well designed, and the fact that I've used it for 5-hour live streams, I don't have a whole lot to complain about. Now, if you do want to check one of these out for yourself, I will have a link down below where you can go ahead and pick one up for yourself. Thanks to the Behar Bros for sending us one of these for review. Now, they don't check our content before it goes live or anything along those lines. It's just one of those that they support the channel by sending us cool gear like this occasionally for us to check out. Now, if you do want to check out some of the other videos that we've done on Behar Bros products, such as the Zedusa, I will have that link for you right up there where you can go ahead, check it out. If you've got an original Xbox, something you very well may want to consider.